that was loud. And so it is.
Hi, everybody. Ding. Ginger just dang her bell. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Beautiful. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Ginger and I have been, I'm only doing once a month because of my schedule at work. And so I was able to do Trudy. Yeah, and I'm doing, I miss you when we don't work together, but at the same time, I have so much work to do that I need to do that. So, and hopefully by January, things will slow back to the regular crawl and it won't be so much, but 10 classes is a lot to grade. So, yeah. It's a lot. And I have 25 in each. So that's 250 students that I'm. Yeah, that's how many I have. Woman. I am, but not too busy to see you at least once this month. So thank you for being here,
I am blessed.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Yes, and we're going to try to keep this show fairly lighthearted and upbeat and joyful because we need that. We need that desperately right now for lots of reasons. And at the same time, I want to say that, of course, we send prayers and love to all people in harm's way. And as a matter of fact, Ginger was affected by the storm, lost her electricity 4 days. Is that how many it was?
5 days.
5 days.
5 days.
Okay. 5 days. And Anya Ashdown is still not going to have hers back, I don't think, till tomorrow, maybe. And there are people that have lost their lives. I guess today they said they found a man and a woman in a house and they were holding hands in their bed. And
I heard. The tree fell on their home, right?
The tree fell on their home. Yeah. It breaks my heart. I'm glad they weren't alone. I'm glad they were together. But yeah. So yeah, we have to remember that life is short. Life is short, and when it's our turn, it's our turn. Unfortunately, we don't want to make that happen any earlier than it needs to be. So yeah, absolutely. Anyway, yes, Ginger was with her boys, who are wonderful boys, and they camped out inside the house, which is always fun. I love that.
People are asking me, but what did you do at night? And luckily for me, I love Halloween so much that I decorate before October now.
There you go. Okay.
And so I had, between my candelabras, and I had like 20, I counted them, about 20 battery operated candles.
Yeah.
So we were not in the dark.
No, did you play cards or play a game or anything like that? Or you just, what did you?
It was funny because like Brendan went into his room and he was on his. Sure. He did some drawing. I had to keep Kyle entertained a little bit more. He couldn't understand why I couldn't turn on the lights and stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
He kept asking when's the power coming on. But I watched the storm from my bed. I have this big window, and the eye passed over us because everything was like, and all of a sudden still. And then the pitch changed. So I'm convinced we had all kinds of cyclone warnings around us.
Yeah.
One had to have come next to my property and down my favorite road, because when we went about maybe 5-10 minutes out, but those homes were fine.
Oh,
so I know
that's
what I heard, and because I've heard that exact noise sound before.
Yeah. Sure.
But we are safe. My property might be a mess, but
it can be
all
cleaned
trees up. Missed my. I'll tell you, my the principal of my school offered to come by Saturday and chainsaw some trees for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. How nice. People do come around for each other during times like this. They really, really do.
They do.
That makes me
so
happy.
Many of our subscribers either email me, text me, or put into the comments. sharing their concerns for me and my sons. And I was blessed. I'm blessed.
Yes, absolutely. We were praying for you every time that we talked about people being in North Carolina. You were on there, and Nancy was on there, Scott, Scorpio Sun, and of course Anya and a few others that we knew lived in the area. So I'm so glad that you're healthy and fine at this point. And we need to send a same kind of prayer for those people in the path of Milton. And I heard at the 5 o'clock Eastern time news, which would have been less here, but it said that they're expecting some cyclones as well after it hits land. So find a safe place in the house, in the bathtub, in an inner closet, one of those things. If you're not directly, of course, in line, those people need to leave. And I guess there's no gasoline at the gas station, and there's other issues. Somebody also posted that if you're in Florida and you have horses or animals, there's a 20-acre land that's available. It's an animal sanctuary. You can bring your horses, your cows, your pigs, your dogs, your cats. You can camp out on the land. It's not fancy, but you'll be safe and so are your pets. So I think it was Picayune, Mississippi, Picayune or something like that. Anyway, yeah. So just a public service announcement for anybody in that area. And so hi, Karen again, and Jen again. It's good to see you. Mother Nature is here. And Mother Nature, I'm glad you're here, because we don't like to fool you. We don't want to fool Amanda Carroll and Brendan's here. Nice to see you, Brendan. Thanks for taking good care of Mom. Let's see. We have Christine Fryer, and we have Kim, and we have Wildflower. It's nice to see you, Wildflower. Ross Bob's Barbara. Hello. It's nice to see you. And Craig Dixon and Clara are here. Dr. Ann, much love to you. Good to see you, Dr. Ann. I haven't forgotten about Saturday, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Connie Epley's here. 10 classes. It call me crazy. Absolutely. Yeah. Blue Heron Digital Art. Let's see who else. I want to make sure I get it right. Joyful Journey. Did you know Joyful Journey is my birthday twin? Her birthday and mine are the same. I thought that was awesome.
When you just had one, didn't you? While I was on hurricane hiatus.
Yes, on the 29th.
Happy belated birthday. I hope it was a good day.
It was relaxing. So thank you. I really enjoyed it. Hi, Jill Sinanan and Sandra Dole, and let's see who else came in. Don't like to miss anybody. Oh, Nancy, I'm glad you're okay. Let's see.
Nancy and I were on the phone with each other 2 to 3 times a day, checking in on
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that you have that connection with her.
We were almost ready to pack things up and go stay with her.
Well, I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. I mean, those are the things we do when we have our friends. That's the door's always open. You could have this part of the floor, but at least you have a safe place to be, So so Ayana and Dora are here, and Teresa Ford, hello again, honey. Annie Hamlet, and Amanda, I think I said hi to you, dear, but if I didn't, hi. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. I think I got you all. If I missed you, was not intended. We're trying to do some readings today. We're going to try to do Starfish, Jenny. I haven't heard from Starfish, but I will tell you that my stepdaughter lives in Charleston, where Jenny is, and they're all fine in Charleston. So I'm guessing that
my sister-in-law lives in Charleston, and their power went out, but not for long at all.
Not for long.
They fared well.
Yep.
Turn on my fan.
So Jenny does tend to travel, though. I don't know if she's traveled, somewhere. So I don't know for sure how she is, but anyway. Thank you, Denise McMullen. Thank you so much. Welcome. Yeah. So go ahead and put some questions in. We'll try to get them answered for you, and we'll get going here. There you go. Yeah. All righty. So we got one already. This I love, and you may know this because you're the fairy gal. So Her daughter said she saw what she knew was a fairy, and she was so surprised she didn't get a picture, but I told her not to. Am I wrong not to expose them? Usually you just get the little, almost like an orb, don't you? Or do you see differently?
They can come in shadows. Some people say they see a full-on fairy. I have not seen. I've heard them playing in my crystals. They remain invisible to me for whatever reason, and I'm just not happy about that. But maybe I just need to ask them to. It's okay to show themselves to me, because some fae beings aren't the cute little things we think they are, and as far as the type, it's like a face only a mother could love. I've been told.
Right.
If we truly to see them, we would fear them, and that's why they stay hidden.
Oh wow!
So is this a legitimate question?
Yeah.
Are we pulling on this question?
Yeah, we'll pull on this question.
All right.
And I got hi Maureen D'Amico. It's nice to see you. We have 3 questions up so far. If I missed anybody, let me know. But right now we have Mother Nature, Karen Doyle, and Dr. Ann. So, you okay? I think I got your question, Karen. Thank you. Dora, you want a message? All right, got you, Dora. All right, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Wildflower.
I mean, this, like some indigenous people or people deep in, let's say South America or in other continents, believe that if you take a snapshot, it steals part of your soul.
Well, that's true. That's the Amish that believe that too. The Amish, they don't want you to take their picture. Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's actual rule.
My feeling is if they didn't want their picture taken, they could do something to disguise themselves. I get surely not as a
I think that's why sometimes there's a blurred picture.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Especially if you're outdoors and all of a sudden you're taking beautiful pictures and all of a sudden one's blurred. It could very well be that.
It could be very well. Or it could just be an orb, like a light. You see a light and it's a little, But I get here, surely not, meaning I told her not to. Am I wrong to expose them? And it says surely not. So that's my feeling that it's surely not wrong. But I think you're dealing with these little, what do you want to call it? These little elementals that may or may not be, maybe they'll leave or hide themselves or blur it. I don't know. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to close the questions now. I have 12 of them, and that's pretty good for us. There is one person that Ginger said may come in, and I already promised I would read for them. So if they do, that would be the only change. All right. So let's just say questions closed. I'll tell you who I have so you know where you are in the list. I have Karen, Dr. Ann, Dora, Wildflower, Craig, Blue Heron, Maureen, Jen, Ayana, Kim, and Sandra Dole. And if I've missed anybody that's here, that's already here and put it up and I missed you, please just let me know. Okay? Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, Ange. Ange popped in.
Oh, hi, Ange. Nice to see you. Yeah. All right. So surely not is the first thing I get. Let's see what these little things say. This is a riot. I was at another show this morning and these cards came out more than once. So it must be the message of the day. The first thing is that the elementals are always there, but they're not always reliable when it comes to sharing with us as human beings. So it might be that you think you can see them if you go out specifically looking for them or wanting to get a clear picture. It doesn't always happen. So it's not a reliable way of getting anything. But they say that it doesn't hurt your well-being or their well-being in order to do it. That's the message I got.
Oh, love that.
Yeah.
All right. The cards I pulled, I got the Four of Air, which is card of healing. And so so it could be that it popped in her view for a moment just to okay, I got a different message. To remind her that the earth needs healing. And she may be a chosen one to be an now I'm seeing Mother Nature's name. I mean, it would be just obvious that she's an earth healer and they want her to remember this and help Mother Earth. So I asked her what message might the Fae have had for her. Said energetic pull. A true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. So I'm going to just say, the other dimensional worlds need healing as well. And so she might be being called definitely to be an earth healer. So,
and that is a sort of a funky fairy in that picture too. Kind of a funky fairy. Yeah.
But I'm getting goosebumps even now on my head for that one. So
yeah,
that's a strong feeling I'm getting.
Oh, I love this. Is that your daughter's name, or is that the name she gave the fairy, Augusta Wind? If you think about it, Augusta Wind. I love that. That's awesome.
So cleverful.
That's beautiful, is right. Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, you got goosebumps on your head. Well, that's a pretty good indication. I agree.
Well, it started at my arms, and as I'm putting the card away, it traveled all the way up. So
wow. All right. So Karen Doyle's mom's name is Ellie. So this is a mediumship read. Her sister just left, and they had a nice visit. And I'm sure Mom was there. Mom's never too far from you, Karen. Yeah, she's pretty cool.
I've had Ellie come in before. She's got such beautiful energy.
Ellie has beautiful energy, just beautiful energy. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Okay. All right. So the first thing she's saying to you, Karen, is please put yourself in a feeling of peace. I know that there's a lot going on in the world, the hurricanes, the political climate, whatever. She wants you to try to work and rely on being peaceful. That's going to help you more. She said that don't get yourself all wound up. Get yourself into a place of peace. She said, you got my attention when your sister came. So as she's saying, I was right there with you because look, here's the visitation. So she's recognizing the visitation with your sister. And she's also says, I was there too. I was able to be with you. And she's saying, I think you both felt my presence. And she said, because I am with you all the time anyway, but whenever you gather together in family, I'm always there for sure. And the last card I get is, we're never disconnected. So we have a disconnect here, but if you can see, there are two men on either side, but let's just say it's you two girls and she's in the middle. So she's there for you always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so let me see real quick if I have giraffe. Okay, we have a giraffe. I have giraffe energy. Oh, that's the wrong booklet. All right. For anybody who's new to me, I have a little animal energy book I made up that I like to read from.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So first of all, ask for her energy, And the giraffe came up, and giraffe energy is about grace, charm, higher perspectives, foresight, and perception. This says the message to you is rise above earthly matters with grace. Stand tall in your self worth and love with a big heart.
Mm-hmm.
I feel also that your path is being lit. And because I asked for Miss Ellie's energy, I believe your mother is working from beyond the veils to help you, to guide you along your path. And she's helping you raise your vibrational energy so that you can be more perceptive and see the world from a different spotlight, so to speak. Love that energy for you. And then I feel, I don't know, Karen, is when I get this card, I feel a male and female watching over you. So I don't know if your father has also passed or if your mother's with her father and they're watching over you. And they know when you're sad and they don't like it when you're sad. They just want to heal you. And again, they are with you. But you also have a particular spirit guide that's riding on your angel wing and also there for you. Oh, my mom, a brother could be brother. And so another so the other message is we got an owl that says contentment. So I think you may soon be coming to a place in your life where you'll feel contentment. You'll feel good about your accomplishments. You feel good about where you're going. And by the look at this picture, I think it's around winter time.
Okay.
So,
beautiful.
And of course, that owl is about the divine wisdom flowing through you. So she's definitely with you, helping you, guiding
That's
you.
beautiful. That's beautiful. It reminds me with the contentment, it reminds us of my peace card. In other words, we need to actually sometimes work to be peaceful. It sort of sounds counterintuitive, but yeah, we do. We have to really, really try harder.
Well, my coworker had asked, how was I dealing with all this? And I said, I'm really at peace with it. It was
good.
It was chaotic outside, but I was at peace other than when Kyle kept asking me, when's the power coming?
Well, yeah. That's
yeah, but being peace amongst the chaos is the thing to do.
It is. It really is. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, my dear. All right.
Thank you for letting us connect with your mother again. I love her energy.
Oh, so she thought it was her Uncle Mike, her mother's brother, and her lights flickered when you were reading, and her uncle plays with lights.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's awesome. Perfect. That's awesome. Hi, Garnet. Nice
Garnet,
to see you. Yeah. So Dr. Ann wonders, are there fairies in the trees and shrubs next to my house? And if so, do they have a message? Hi, Rossi. Ooh. Much love.
All right, let me go to these. So Dr. Ann.
This is so interesting, Anne. Oh my goodness. Yes, and they are trying to connect to your higher self. And so this is part of your guides. They're part of your guides. The elementals, the fairies are, but this is their message. This is really interesting. Earlier this year, you had some loss. You had a flood, I believe, at the house. And they are showing their tears. And they are saying that they are sorry that this happened, that there was a loss in the elemental kingdom that was affected by that. And so they knew you cried and they cried for you as well as themselves. Yes. And then I get, they are now here to bring you closure to that situation. And they want you to realize that, and look at the orb and the they're little birds or something, but it could be them. It could be them. And they want you to know that you can release your loss, your feelings of loss and heartache that you've had to endure during the year. These cards are amazing. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, I get a big yes too because I got the sun card. I asked if they were in a garden and their area in trees and everything. We have these sunflowers, and they're amongst the flowers, even if they're not blooming right now. Of course, they're amongst them, and the sun also represents that lightness after dark. So, piggyback on what Allie said about you, what's gone on with you. And they want you to know the sun is shining. Even as we are entering the darker phase of the year,
well,
the sun is shining.
She's in Australia, so it's her spring. It's her spring. I'm sorry, New Zealand. New Zealand. Not.
Thank you. Okay, so that makes better sense for me then. Okay.
Yes.
So so the sun's shining. And I often say, if it's a gloomy day, I will say, even though it's gloomy outside, may the sun shine in everyone's hearts.
Yeah.
So that segues into this beautiful picture. I think they are recognizing what a nurturer you are and how much you love Mother Nature. And I'm going to show this picture again. It's an amazing picture. And it's when you give yourself freely, you expand your energy. And they say be genuine and give from your heart. So this is just like you are part of them. You are like Mother Nature to them. They're Gaia, and they know you care for them. And even when storms come through, they feel your love, your healing. And then I get seeking magic. So always look to the light. Always look to the light, whether it's outside. If it's not outside, look in your heart. Look in your spirit.
Absolutely.
It's very transformative. And they're just all around you. They're definitely around you.
They are, Anne. Yeah.
Thank you, Anne.
Much love, Dr. Anne. Yeah. Sorry, I knew it was New Zealand. I don't know why I said Australia. Anyway. I knew it was in the Southern Hemisphere. All right. There you go. All right. So we have Dora Romero, and she would like a spirit guide message. So that's wonderful. Okay, Dora.
Perfect. I'm continue using these cards. I love them.
Ooh.
So Dora.
Wow, you've got some powerful cards here. So the first card I have for you, Dora, is they're telling me that you are on the path and you are making big progress along that pathway. And look at it's sort of like out in the woods, but it looks light, like there may be a little bit of swampy area. But they're saying you're protected because you're on the path around all of that. The next one I get is the awakened mind, and it's the Buddha holding the lotus. I love it. It says, travel beyond thought. Insight flows from emptiness. So that's one of the big things that the Buddha has said to us is empty your mind so that you have the ability to refill with new knowledge and new experiences. But they're saying that you already know you've lived a life before that already embodied some of that. And they're saying your awareness is only just beginning. And look at that beautiful shell. I love that. These cards are just so beautiful. Yeah. They said, make sure you keep your eyes open and, enjoy all of the things that surround you. So thank you so much, Dora.
Okay. I'm bringing out a new deck I have not used I have the larger version, and it's not live worthy. And then I discovered the pocket version that has the wording on the back.
Excellent.
So I'm excited to use this tonight.
Okay.
So, this is for Dora, please. Thank you. All right. There it is. Okay. So my first card, before I use that, first of all, this was the introduction card, and I just wanted to read this for everybody. He who is in my heart is love divine, protecting me always. So that's a prayer for everyone to say. He who is in my heart is love divine. So I certainly felt protected this week. So your first card, Miss Dora, the Ace of Fire. Aces are about beginnings, but Ace of Fire is about opportunities that are opening before you. And this lantern is like your guide. You ask your guides to guide you to the open doors of opportunity and assist you in recognizing this door so that you may walk through it with grace and beauty. So you have a wonderful opportunity coming your way. So be open and aware and receptive to this, and say that out loud so that you don't miss it, because some doors don't stay open long. So, and this is all about something to do with something that you're passionate about. Could be something to do with creativity. It's, it's fire energy. So beautiful. I'm loving that. Okay, so let's go.
All right, thank you.
This is the image.
Ooh, nice.
And it says, you will access spontaneous spurts of swift progress and rapid healing, yet you are soul making, creating a legacy of sacred beauty that requires patience and persistence. Value your process and value yourself enough to set boundaries with yourself and others. Whatever issue may be troubling your mind or heart will not last. A protective, guiding wisdom ensures your liberation and fulfillment. That goes perfectly well. Now I'm getting my tingles again.
Yeah.
I'm not full of tingles tonight. I like somebody's running through my hair. But let me show you that beautiful image. You not only got one, but two deer, which is about the divine energies and your connection with the divine. And so there's your message, Dora. I hope you
thank you. So many people so many people in the chat are saying that their messages are resonating as well for them. So I'm happy to hear that. We did close the questions a while ago, but sometimes a message hits us and we know it's for us. And I think that was one of them. There's a lot of people with goosebumps. So thank you so very much. All right.
Thank you for letting us read for you, Dora.
Yeah. Wildflower Wind is the next one we have tonight, and would love a reading. All right. Okay. Yeah, I've got some new cards for the first time. I'm reading them tonight, so I love that. It's fun.
Yeah. Okay, Wildflower.
Well, this is an interesting group of cards. I've never used them before, and I'm hoping that I believe I've got the message really well here. And the name of these cards is Mystic Visions. So they're beautiful visions. The first card I get is Scorpio. So I'm going to say that this message is good going into Scorpio season, which starts, I believe, the 24th of October. So we've got a little bit of time. It's still Libra season, but this is saying up through Scorpio season, they want you to rest. They want you to take the time to do what it is that you really love doing, but take it in small spurts. we're all feeling particularly overwhelmed by the outside world. And as Ginger said, she insulated and felt peaceful in her own home. And even though maybe she wasn't sleeping that whole time, she was actually made to be at rest because she couldn't do what she normally does. So I'm going to suggest that, because that rest, it says, will bring you to the deliverance you need in your life. And so it's like this feeling that Scorpio season is on its way. Thanksgiving, of course, is part of that. And before we move into Sagittarius, but it will deliver you through the holidays in good stead. That's what I get. Oh, thank you, Dora. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Are you frozen, Ginger? I think Ginger's frozen. Uh-oh. Hello, Norm. Nice to see you. So I don't know what to do. Ginger's frozen at this point. Hopefully she'll leave and come back. So I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Roswell. We closed probably about 20 minutes ago. Sorry. Yep. Yeah, Ginger did freeze. Yeah. Yep. All right. Thank you so much, Dora, again. I'm going to wait because she's coming back. Here she is. All right. Hopefully. There you go. Okay. She's waiting for you. Yeah. Oh, frozen again. Uh-oh. Yeah, we are in the midst of solar storms. Absolutely. Yep.
Hello?
Okay. We are in the midst of a lot of solar storms. So go ahead and try to read here for if you can.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So, and by the way, believe it or not, I had the best nights of my sleep during all this.
You did. No, I bet you did.
Until the power came on again. And then I started having my sleep trouble again.
I get
that say?
I get you. Yep.
All right, yep. Miss Wildflower. Couldn't have picked a better card for you. Look at this beautiful fairy. This is all about you being secure in your resources. Resources could be health, it could be time, energy, and it could be money. This is about having a foundation for yourself. It's about also like maybe making your money grow. So just intuitively figure out, what can you save? What should you save? And what you can spend, because they don't want you just to hoard all your money and have no, happy with it. So, but I feel like in this image that Mother Earth is offering you something. The Fae are offering you something. So be open and aware and go outside as much as you can and connect with Mother Earth. She has some messages for you. Now I'm going to use that same deck. I'm starting to really like it. So here's your, let me do this. Here's your beautiful image. It says the Shaman's Mirror. Okay, Wildflower Wind, you possess the power to avert difficulty. You will realize that you will realize what is happening at a deeper level and what is being asked of you spiritually. There is an empowered inner response to an outer trigger that will lighten your heart. Reflect upon your situation, and you shall activate your spiritual authority to respond in an empowering way that enhances and enriches your path, your life path. Ooh. So since there's a clock here, a lot of things and the reflection. So, during certain times, reflect on things, reflect on the good things that are in your life, and trust in the process, trust in divine timing. But again, you go outside more and be more open and aware of the energies that surround you. So,
and going outside is resting as well. I mean, you don't have to be in bed to rest, but it's just resting your mind from the cares of the world. So, yeah. Okay. Wildflower. Yeah, it's a little chopped up. I understand. Yeah. Thank you, dear. All right. That's all right. You can't do anything about that. At least you got internet. So, does Craig Dixon's dad, Benjamin, have anything to say to you? All right. We can check and see.
Check and see.
Ayana, if you wouldn't mind putting Mom's first name into the chat so we can have her first name, I would appreciate that. You don't have to put her whole name, just her first name. All right, Craig. So I get the little messenger boy. So he said, yes, Craig, I'm right here with you. I can always give you a message. I'm right with, and I love you, son. And thank you for asking about me. He says, was he very religious? Was he Catholic? I know you're Navajo, but you also have some other roots. And I'm thinking that you were Catholic. I get a religious card here, and I don't know why. It could be that he's trying to say, realize that you're protected by a higher power, and besides the fact that I'm watching out for you. So that could very well be the message, Craig. He's remembering when you were just a little boy, not when you were a teenager and girl crazy, but when you were a little boy, and how much you used to love being around you and doing things with you. And finally, I guess, was Dad a hard worker? I'm guessing that Dad said, I worked really hard for everything that I did, but he also could be saying, you have worked hard for everything you've done, and you continue to do that. He said, being up here in heaven and looking down on you, I know I probably did some things that might not have been popular, but I was a dad and I did the best I could. That's what I get for you. All right.
Says, no, he definitely wasn't religious, but he knew there was a God, and he was a hard worker.
Okay. That's awesome.
All right. So I'm asking, as I shuffle, for Mr. Benjamin to come in and use the images on these cards to describe his energy. And I am just seeing all kinds of energy around him here. This panda represents strength, and it represents also trying to keep the balance. I feel like he was a man who liked to keep balance within the family or whatever he's doing here. Resourcefulness. I feel like he was very resourceful and creative with his resourcefulness. So, back in the day, they were so smart into utilizing just about anything for anything. But he had a lot of, and but I feel like he himself also had a lot of guides around him. There's a lot of lights in here. There are so many orbs in this image. So he himself was like a beacon of light to others as well, and like to assist people along their journeys. So he looked like that's funny.
One of those 1960 guys that was so hot,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So messages here are he knows that you think of him maybe not often, but when you think of him, it's like you miss him, but he's always okay. Let me see if you can see this better. There's a big glass here. So for me, I know if anybody reads tarot, what this means to me in this particular deck means that a loved one is trying to reach out to you when you are feeling a little sorrowful or less than or doubting. So he is there to help guide you because that thing is illuminated. And also a message to you about decision making and stuff like that. He knows that you use, or maybe is telling you to rely on that intuition and knowing when you make your decision, because in this image as a woman who's blindfolded, and that's because she's using her third eye, she's using her intuition to slay anything that comes her way. So you're just being recognized as a slayer. You can slay anything.
You can slay it, huh?
What did you say?
Yeah. He says that he believed in using it up, wearing it out, and fixing it beyond repair. He never wait. And you knew that about the men in those days. You go out in their garage or their back room or their basement, and they have all these things. What are you going to do with them? I don't know. It might come in handy, right?
I am so that was inbred into me through the women in my family. I'm just, and I got to utilize my resourcefulness during this hurricane thing. But yeah, he knows you are strong. You can slay anything, he says. You can do anything.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Craig. Thanks so much. You suppose you're like that too, see? So he might be recognizing that in you.
Say hello to Clara for me, Craig. Hello, really? Clara. I can say hello myself. Hello, Clara.
That's true. That's true. All right. So Blue Heron Digital Art, you'd like to have a message. Thank you. Thanks everybody who's come in. That I'm sorry that we can't take any more readings. My issue is that I have a short break between another show, and so I have to have a bit of a rest. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. What have you got? A message. All right. Ooh. You have got lots of guides around you, Blue Heron. And I feel as though the cards that I'm pulling, I pulled particularly because it is digital art, interestingly enough. And so what the first one I got was Unconditional Love from Your Teacher Guides. And see, it's not really a picture that somebody has made. It looks, I'm thinking this is digital art. I'm not sure. These are called Louise Choquette spirit guide messages. So, but they're saying they love working with you because you have unconditional love and you're open to their ideas. They love that. They also said that sometimes they work in shadow with you. In other words, I would say in this case, they're two different, and obviously the colors are even in shadow, but it's kind of like the angel and the devil, like the angel's on one shoulder and the devil's on the other. And they sort of argue about which way is the best. And so I'm feeling that energy around you, but it's mostly just to play with you. That's what they're saying. The other thing they have for you is you have an adventure guide. And this adventure guide is lit up in the heart chakra area. And so they're saying when you are in your zone and you're working and doing the work that you do, that you are totally lit up, and they absolutely love being around your energy. So that's what I have for you. And I don't know you, so I hope this makes sense to you. But, yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh, what happened to my card? Apparently you weren't supposed to have that card. I accidentally put it back in the Bible. All right, one moment, please. What is it?
I'm sorry, Tasha. All of the readings are closed for today. I'm sorry. Sorry.
All right.
You're welcome, Blue Heron.
Okay. All right, in this image, it speaks of challenges in your life and how you are able to sit, much like what I went through, you are able to sit calmly. And because you have guides above you you have guides watching over you that can help you with any challenge. You need to ask for their help, and they are there. So they just wanted you to know that no matter how small, huge these challenges can be, that you're just protected, and you have a lot of, look at all this energy around you. So you emanate a lot of energy, and utilize that energy to place yourself in a protective, semi-impermeable bubble, because you want love and light energies to come in, but you want to be able to deflect away any lower energy beings. So in this card, you've got there's an echinacea plant in here, so healing. So it might be also, as the winter months coming, to start taking some echinacea. It's nature's antibiotic. Don't overdo it, but too much can harm. And ingest responsibly. But they're wanting you to take care of your health as well. So there might be something with your health. And look to, I'm not a doctor, so I cannot really prescribe anything for you, but to look into holistic things. Be sure to communicate with your doctor. But every year around beginning of November, I give my sons and myself echinacea, and we rarely catch a cold even. So there's that advice for you. And then, so I pulled from the shaman deck for you. Ooh, look at that image.
Ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. Is that a rooster?
That's what I was going to say. First it was a crow, and they're like, no, that's a rooster.
Yeah, because it's got the red. Yeah.
So let me read the message for you.
Okay.
You are traversing your true and destined path. Stay connected to the instincts that tell you good things are on their way, and do not allow your mind to become clouded by uncertainty. Trust your inner guidance and proceed accordingly. That which once wrought suffering shall ultimately provide your means to freedom. Be determined and reassured, for the rising of the light is imminent. I'm going to have to read on rooster energy. I just have a feeling that's like divine masculine.
Yeah.
You got a bird paradise here too. So you got a lot of business going on. I'm going to talk to someone yourself, and I'm going to find out what rooster energy is.
Well, the first thing I think about rooster is roosters up at the crack of dawn and crowing about everything. Sun's up. Yeah,
exactly, because the early bird gets the worm. Right. Roosters symbolize observant masculinity, bravery, honesty, pride, strength, positivity, and enthusiasm.
Wow. So that's wonderful. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. Thank you, Blue Hen.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. So we have Maureen, Jen, Ayana, Kim, and Sandra Dole. I guess it wasn't a question that you had put in. So if I'm wrong, please put it back in. Crowing about everything. That's right. Absolutely. Yeah. I remember when the young kids were like in junior high school, you call a rooster a cock, right? And they thought it was so funny that the cock crowed 3 times. That was like, ooh, you said something dirty, like, not really. Oh, goodness. Hi, Maureen. Nice to see you. All right. Ooh. Okay, so I pulled those cards again about the mystic soul and or mystic visions. Sorry. The first card I got was very interesting. It's fermentation. And so my feeling is that you are working on something. It could be spiritual, it could be something else. And it takes a period of time to ferment the idea. But you probably, just like you would do if you were making wine or beer, you have to let it go through the fermentation process. So, and then I get Aries. And I don't know if you're an Aries, but it's saying whatever you might be fermenting should show up around Aries season. And Aries season would be late March, early April. So I'm going to put that out there. And they said this will bring an awakening to you, that you are putting parts and pieces in place that are going to bring more enlightenment to you, more awakening to you. But you have to let some of those ideas and some of those things ferment themselves and not worry about how fast it happens, just that it will happen. So.
Just saying hi to some peeps. And yes, questions are closed. I'm so sorry. But if you hang out with us, you may receive a message as we read for others. It happens often.
It's true.
And we've already had comments. We've already had comments in the chat that they've received a message from somebody else's reading. So, Hi, Maureen. Welcome. All right. So first, Maureen, you have some unicorn energy here. This is about you being so resilient, and about you having this wonderful magic within you that has led you to a top of the mountain so that you can observe, so that you can see what boundaries you may need to set. This is going up the mountain was a bit of a challenge, but you've arrived to the top and you're able to see things from a different perspective, a different point of view. And you too have all these wonderful spirit guides flying around you. And of course, being the unicorn, it's like magic is your birthright. So this is obviously a white unicorn, but this is about nobility and grace and being in connection with spirit. And since you're at the top of that mountain, you're ever so closer to spirit. And so communicate with spirit. Be one with spirit.
That's right.
And then I'm loving these shaman cards. I hope you guys don't mind that I keep pulling from this deck, but I'm loving these.
No, if you love them and they're working for you. Yeah. Oh, look at that. How beautiful.
Is that not beautiful? Okay, so Maureen, good things want to make their way into your life. Generating emotional safety of friendship with within. Okay, let me try that one again. Generating the emotional safety of friendship within naturally opens your heart to embrace and enjoy the divine warmth that desires entry into your world. Sense the sacred friendship that exists between the divine heart and yours. Know that not all is lost. Affirm love's presence pervading your existence with faith in its goodness. Keep your heart hopeful. And again, that's another nod to acknowledgement. They're acknowledging they know you've been through challenges, but trust in the divine and trust in the divine's love for you. So, Maureen, that's what I have for you, sweetheart. And in this image is lovebirds. So there again, they're wanting to connect with you spiritually, but on the heart level. So,
beautiful.
Beautiful. Wow. Beautiful.
Love that. Yeah.
Thank you, Maureen.
All right. So we have our Jen Bowles, and
Jen?
Her mom's name is Diane. So let's see if we can get something from Diane. Oh my goodness. All right. So the first card I get is the ancestry card. And she said, you know that I'm up here with all these other folks that are part of the family, and we're all watching you. And there are some people besides me that want to say something. That's what I got here. The first thing, though, she says, I will give you a message. And she said, I love that you are following your divine compass. You have long been, it isn't a negative. It's like you've been lost on a dark road or something like that, but it's not that was negative. But she said you turned the corner and you knew exactly what you needed to do. And I'm so proud of you, because look at who you've become. You are now following the compass for your life, and you have made decisions that put you on the right track. Sometimes we have to go through the dark in order to get to the right track. The other people that want to come through, I don't know, is there a man up there that's a wise guy? It could be an uncle, it could be a grandfather or something. Somebody that was always joking or ah ha ha. And what they're joking about is that you're asking questions on here. They have the Ouija board, because that's what people used to say was, oh, don't ever look at the Ouija board. And it's like this person is bringing it in saying, oh yeah, we watch you down there with that Ouija board. But I don't think you have a Ouija board, but it's like this person is funny, and they just wanted to come in. And Mom said, okay, after I give my message, you can come in, but you're not taking my spotlight. So that's what I get for you.
Love that. Oh, Jen says yes, many men, she says. So she must have. She said, Allie, you sound just like my mom.
Many men are up there. Yep. All right.
All right, Jen. So I have here, this card always tells me these are two loved ones that she's holding on her hands. These are two loved ones that specifically are with you much of the time, watching over you, helping you make your toughest decisions. They're just asking. They're not asking. They're recognizing that you do things with beauty and grace. So let me know if that makes sense, or am I off? Maybe they're asking you to trust in the things more, and use beauty and grace to navigate through things. But I definitely have two beautiful souls here with you. We are asking about your mother, Diane. So yes, your mother has a friend with her, let's say. So she definitely has someone with her that also watches over you.
Well, she said it might be John, who is Sherry's dad, and Jen lives with Sherry.
Oh.
And they've been friends many times, and she knows Sherry's dad as well. So I wonder if he's piggybacking on.
I'm wondering.
Yeah,
it could be, but definitely two people very close to you.
Yeah.
And then okay, so they're wanting you to. They feel like you're distracted sometimes. You let. I think you let other people affect you more than you should. And in doing so, when you're hiding away, you're missing the treasures that are out there. Let me show this here real quick. And they realize sometimes, we need to, lay our head down in the pillow and cry sometimes. But they don't want you to miss out. There's some things happening around you that they don't want you to miss out. And so I pulled another card. And you were talking about compass, Allie, and I got the navigation card.
Okay, there you go.
So a squirrel, when trying to collect resources, has this internal compass. He's able to navigate through any kind of terrain, through the root system, and he possibly might be using the root system of the trees, which go deep into Mother Earth, to that's his way of like we look to spirit for communication. I think they use Mother Earth and the Earth's energy to help them. Obviously, that's kind of a dumb thing. I feel like I just discovered it. There's energy.
It's okay.
There energy that come from Mother Earth, obviously, because that's how birds fly south for the wind. They just intuitively know things. So they're telling you trust your instincts more and have asked to be led to the resources that you're asking about or needing at this time. Resources, health, money, energy, and squirrel's about having fun. And squirrel, it's okay to be distracted once in a while, but not to where you're hiding. So they want you out and being adventurous.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she says she's been pushing to step out of her comfort zone. That looks like the squirrel who was popping around her yard and coming solo close. Of course, I have pictures. Good for you. Oh my God. So you not only got your mother and John talking, but you also got your squirrels. Oh, and Kim, you love your squirrel. Okay. Every time I think of squirrel, it's squirrel.
Yeah. Well, I have a squirrel that comes up and takes the bird seeds, of course. But the other day I caught him with a friend. He brought a friend with him.
He brought it to come on with me. I know where we can get some food.
And so the boys and I went traversing through the fallen trees on the road. I was trying to get to the cemetery to see how I couldn't even get to the cemetery. That's how many trees were fallen. But anyways, in our adventure, we found out where the a walnut tree was. And we brought, between Brendan and I brought, they're in a green shell first before we see the brown shell. And so between the two of us, we brought home 12. I go out there yesterday because I'm talking to somebody about these and I'm seeing only 4. I'm like, Brendan, have you taken some? He's like, no. I'm like, he showed his friend the way to the walnuts.
That's right.
Him carry them home.
Yeah, absolutely. They're crazy. Yeah. Yep. So Ayana's mother's name is Deborah, just so you know. And Kim B, you're next. And then we're done for the day. All right. So I pulled some cards for you, Ayana, because you asked for either spirit or your mother. So I pulled both. How about that? The first one I got is you have a guardian angel that watches over you. And she says, take a leap of faith. Whatever it is you're thinking about doing, we'd never have complete knowledge that it will work. But in order to move forward in life, we have to take a leap of faith many times. And so that's what your spirit, your guardian angel is saying. As far as mom, is there something in October? Did mom pass in October? Was she born in October? Does she like Halloween? Because what I got is a witch. And I'm feeling as though mom liked this time of year for some reason. I may be way off, but that's what I got. Or you do. And they're recognizing it. The second one is she says, you have become a great leader since she passed. In other words, you may not be leading, obviously you're not Kamala Harris, you're not leading the nation, you may not be leading a group, but you know where you're going and you've been walking your path and it's brought you to where you need to be. And she wants you to trust that you have those qualities. The last one I got is communication. And here we have 2 people sort of sparring, pretend punching each other. And she says, I want you to know that I'm right here. You can't see me, but I am right here. Ask for me to come in your dreams if you want. But I'm here to communicate with you. And I will leave you something that you will know it's me, whether it be a feather or a rock or a dime or a nickel or whatever, something that has meaning special for you too. So that's what I get for you, my dear. Yeah.
All right, Ayana. So the first card I asked to come forward was to describe your mother's energy. So Miss Deborah's energy. Barbara. Deborah. Deborah or Barbara?
Deborah.
I forgot already.
Her name's Deborah.
Deborah. Deborah. So I was right. Okay. Good. I called in the right person.
Yeah.
So I have this beautiful card. Let me show. It's this ship. And but the ship is floating in. So let me figure out your mother's energy here. So 6 of Fire is so I think your mother was the type of person that people really looked up to, loved to go to for advice. She illuminated so many people's lives, I feel like. And she was always swooping in to help people. Beautiful energy here. I feel her purpose and path was led by spirit for sure. She had a lot of spirit guides around her as well. And so beautiful, creative energy, possibly spontaneous too. So let me know if that resonates with you. And I asked for her message for you. And it looks like she's asking you to release something. So for me, this fox, wolf, fox. We'll call it a wolf fox. It's a hybrid.
Okay.
So so what to release? I just lost my train of thought. Give me one moment. Tune back in. Something to release, that it's okay to release, that you're holding on to something, and it could be the spirit of a loved one or your mother. It's okay to move forward and not to hold on, because you don't want to hold spirit back either. Okay, so in here, in this image, there's stepping stones. So whatever it is, and this should resonate with you, you should know what you need to release, because they're wanting you to move forward on your path. So I can't tell you what that is, but I feel like you seem to know what that is. So it's just a card of release. Release that which does not serve your highest good, which is holding you back, or release feelings that maybe those guilt feelings. I wish I could have, I wish I would have, or something. So you yourself should know what this means here, Ayana. And then I asked for a message from Spirit. Here's this beautiful image. Dragonflies represent good luck for you, and free-spirited, because they're the way, flying all around. Open your mind to unexpected grace. To surrender attachment does not, here we're talking about surrendering something. To surrender attachment does not mean that you stop caring. This is what I was trying to say. Let me start over. Surrender attachment does not mean that you stop caring or wanting things to be a certain way. It means that you are willing for the universe to intervene in the best possible way. You will resourcefully navigate all twists and turns. You are spiritually maturing, and your soul's harvest is imminent. Soon you will see that your time has come. And I'm thinking that time is actually taking that first step towards your purpose. So
there you go.
That's what I have for you, Ayana. I hope that message spoke to you in some way. That's a beautiful card.
All right. So Fun Boy and anybody else that's on Ginger's channel, we did close a long time ago. We have one more to read for tonight. So we are not taking any more messages. I'm sorry. I've got another show coming up and I got to get going here. So Kim B. Kim B wants to know any message she needs to hear. And hello, Linda Kennedy. It's nice to see you. All right.
All right, Kim.
Wow. All right. So, Kim, the first card you got is Kuan Yin, which is one of the best cards in the world because she is the compassionate one. She says, "You are the healer, and with a heart of compassion and a radiance will return." So it's something about needing healing. You can always call on Kuan Yin and her energies to come to you for healing. And, it may not be physical healing. It may be emotional healing. It may be traumatic healing or past healing for anything that you might need. But she's the compassionate one, and she's always there. She's within reach. The second one is, once you do that, you will release. You'll be able to release that which has bogged you down now for a while. The release will feel very, very cathartic for you. You'll be able to maybe cry, or you'll be able to move forward. And finally, once that's done, look at this. The Pied Piper sort of comes in. You're asked to ruminate over the experience. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely love Native American flute music. And so I love the flautist here that's bringing in the beauty. It's saying, once you release that, everything feels lighter, seems lighter, and more vibrant. So thank you.
Beautiful. Okay. So my first card is this cute little card. It says the Fool card. So fools are about beginnings of new journeys. It's also about weighing risk versus reward type of thing. But they're wanting, I feel like in this image, they're wanting you to really go inside and get in touch with that inner child and play music. There's healing in music and the vibrational energy that comes from music. They want you to bring that childlike quality back up, help raise your vibrational energy, put a little happy in your step. So that's what this message is. They want you to put a little more happy into your step.
Beautiful.
Love that. And then I pulled a shaman card for you, and it says, look at this beautiful card. Okay, right here, Kim, I'm just going to say what a beautiful soul you are.
Yeah.
I just love that for you. Okay, it says, light is returning to your world. The positive resurgent will evoke renewed enthusiasm and divine enrichment. And I'm going to put that card back up again. The rising dawn encourages you to embrace the potential and initiate positive action, exchanging doubt for hope. All blessings, opportunities, and answers and instructions will be provided. You will take your next steps with confidence and clarity. What a great pairing with this card.
It is.
Consider your divine invitation. Consider this your divine invitation to the forthcoming celebration of meaningful renewal. Wow. That is so wonderful, man. I love that message for you, Kim.
Yep.
Kim, it's coming. And even though we're entering the, like I said, the darker phase of the year right now, so important for you to keep doing things that bring light into your life. And keep that happy going. Keep that inner child going. I love this message.
It's really difficult. Yeah, I do too. But I feel like the end is coming, and you'll be able to release it and then feel lighter by it. So
yes, these two messages, Allie and mine, I thought were beautiful for you, Kim.
We had a lot of really, what's the word I want to say, timely and messages that were very much similar to each other. So thank you so much, Ginger. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Yes, we'll see you next month, and have a beautiful evening. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.